What's going on, guys? It's your boy Jack and Ed here. We're back with another episode of the Digimon playthrough. Now, we're kicking things off with a bit of Digimon curling today, which is a bit unusual, I know, but there is a special reason that we're in here, and I'm going to just let you guys know in a second what that is. First of all, we're going to hit you guys with an intro before I forget, and when we come back, we're going to beat this guy's ass into the ice. Alright friends, we're here, we're going to try and nail this first shot with our Spiky McSpiker throw. This actually turned out to be absolutely tragic. Let's see what happens with Penguinmon. Now, we don't need to beat Penguinmon too badly here, we're just hoping for a little bit of points. Is he going to knock off? No, he actually slides right on through, right off the back, and then sits over here next to us. Now, I don't know what his game plan is here, but that was quite strange. Let's see if he's going to do something similar. I think he's trying to slide past our... I don't know. The AI for Penguinmon is weird. He is extremely aggressive in the curling in comparison to other Digimon that you can play in here. Because, yes, later on it is not just Penguinmon that we're going to be able to beat in the curling rink. But, yeah, he's super aggressive. And I think what he's trying to do sometimes is actually, rather than just try and get points himself, is he tries to knock yours out of the way. Which is his mistake a lot of the time because he tends to fuck things up. Now, he is actually winning by a point right now, but we're not too bothered about that. Ideally, what I should have done beforehand is maybe done the cheese strap with Penguinmon. Let's try this again, because this is actually really funny when this works. So, I need to not give this too much power at all, like that much maybe. That's maybe a wee bit too much. Let's see. This is going to block off a lot of his options, and we still have 2 stones left. He has 3, so technically, let's see if this works, right? Oh no, he's actually playing around it. Alright, what a legend. So he bounces off there, he knocks ours, that's going to go straight onto the good circle, which gives us 2 points. So yeah, outplaying himself here. So, why are we in here? Why are we doing this again, right? Why is this the start of this episode? We need to pick up some items for Mojymon, right? End of last episode, episode 22, we kicked things off. Nice shot, dude. We kicked things off, or ended things rather, collecting some items for the Mojymon of Freezeland. There's 3 Mojymons, and we got a bunch of items for them, but we didn't get all of them. Now, one item that we need in particular, let me see how we're going to do this. Let's do a bounce shot. How sick would this be? That's going to knock off there, but let's actually just do this. Let's full power this beast and see how it goes, because full power shots are always hella fun. Alright, actually, right, never mind. We need to pick up a giant meat as part of our item list for the Mojymon. So, there's a couple of things, and if you just let me check my notes here. Of all the things we have left, we need to get a happy mushroom, which we have. We need a giant meat, which we need to get. A black trout, we need to get. A high speed disc, which I actually took the liberty to pick up in the shop before we came in here. And I'll show you guys our bag in just a little second. Can we sneak this in here for one last point? Doesn't matter too much, but who knows. I have arranged our inventory with the high-speed disc and the Digimushroom in order down the bottom of our bag. And we also need one last item, which is a Digi-Anchovy. Now, we have a Digi-Anchovy in our inventory. We had 2 in the bank. We've used 1 to play Penguinmon right now, and that leaves us with 1 left. So, that means, overall, to summarise, we need a black trout, and we also need a black trout and a giant meat, right? So, hopefully, Penguinmon will give us a giant meat. Very, very low chances, but you never know. We actually get... Oh, we got a rooster. What the fuck? What is a rooster? Hello? Alright, so he didn't give us a giant meat, but he actually gave us the Digivolution item for Cherrymon. That was unexpected. Anyways, let's keep talking about this in just a second. We're actually going to just check in with Greymon here and see what battles or tournaments he's got on over the next few days. Now, we have a tournament coming up today, but we can't really participate in any of these, I don't think. That's the King of Cool Digimon, apparently. And we also have T, which we can't interact with, and there's nothing in the bottom. Just so you see, I can't interact with that one. That's obviously B, C, and D level tournament, but tomorrow we have another Ultimate tournament. We're definitely going to sign up for that and see if we can get our boy Ed to try and win another tournament. So, we just picked up Cherrymon's Digivolution item. Will we ever use that? Who knows? That will give us the option. So yeah, let's check in here. So down the bottom, we have our Digitrovy, our Happy Mushroom, and our High Speed Disc. These are all going to Mojymon at some point, but for the time being, let's talk about the 2 remaining items. Because giant meat, right? We used to have unlimited access to giant meat when we had Palmon in charge of the meat farm. Now, because we have lost Palmon or because Vegemon is now in charge, we can't access giant meat anymore. Now, there is places that we can pick up giant meat in the game because unfortunately we used the ones that we got from Penguinmon in the past. Let's just deposit our rooster in here. Random as fuck again. We can pick up a giant meat from Gear Savannah at the, you know, the mystery shop that turns up on the days 1 to 15? That sells giant meat, so we can pick that up from there anytime we like, but it is the 26th right now, so the shop isn't there just now. We can also get a... Let me think what I want to do here. Yep, okay, let's head... No. Let's head this way, actually. This is a good idea. We can also get a giant meat. Supposedly, I've read online in the depths of the internet that you can also actually pick up a giant meat from the Mojymon that you can fight in Tropical Jungle. Now that could take a while, and also the Mojymon in Tropical Jungle only appear in the evening time, which is a bit of a pain. Now I just want to train here with Cherrymon for a second, but we talk to you guys. So yeah, that basically means that for our giant meat problem, we could probably just wait it out. I wanted to get one off Penguinmon there, but it doesn't matter. Now another reason why it's a good idea to wait until the new year to do all of the Mojymon quests is because we need a black trout. Now black trout you can actually obtain with the old rod, which is the rod we have right now, but it takes a while, right? Sometimes the fish are quite hard to access and it can be a bit monotonous. So what I thought, and this is just something that I can propose to you guys as we keep training here, why don't we leave off on the Mojymon item thing for now, because when the new year comes, we could maybe go to Gear Savannah, we could buy a shit ton of Digimon cards from the shop, we could pick up our giant meat, and then we could maybe go and visit Shogun Gekamon and try and pick up the better fishing rod. Now this all ties together with Ed passing away into a new Digimon. Now you might be thinking, Jack, why is that important? Why is that even a factor? Well, because once Ed becomes a baby Digimon, again, when he passes away and we pick up our new one, we can actually take a baby to Freezeland, maybe when we're doing our Mojymon quests, and also have an interaction there, because something important happens when you have a baby Digimon in Freezeland. Now you guys will see that when the time comes, but for... Oh shit, I never actually fed Ed properly there. He is actually still hungry, so we didn't miss that opportunity. Cool. Let's feed him a Digimushroom rather than waste 2 sirloin. And on our next training with Cherrymon here, we might actually pick up a move. Now, again, unlikely, but I thought we could give it a bash, because why the fuck not? Whether we get lucky or not is just a matter of luck. We don't actually pick anything up just now, but that's not too big a deal. Let's porta potty our boy here. So yeah, I think that is a good plan for now. I like doing the Digimon cards, and this would actually provide us with an opportunity to do that when we go and buy our giant meat, when we hopefully pick up a new fishing rod, and this will all tie together with our next life cycle of Digimon. Now, the reason I'm back in Toy Town is because before our tournament tomorrow, I thought it would be a good idea to use Ed to grind up some more money, because Ed is getting to the stage where he's getting a bit older. He's 17, which means he has roughly this day and tomorrow, and then probably the start of the day after, in which he will pass away. So we're in Toy Town because some of the fastest way to earn money in this game is in Toy Town. I wanted to progress to the third room, which has the clear Agumon in it. But this is also a good place to battle as well, because fighting these 3 guys will give us a lot of money. Now, we don't have full HP and MP here, unfortunately. Oh my goodness, that was super weird. Toy Town likes giving me the heebie-jeebies. That looked like the game had glitched out there and that battle wasn't going to start. That was super weird. Let's throw a large recovery at Ed, and we'll also keep him topped up as well. So yeah, we're using a couple of items here to make money, but I'm hoping that the profits we obtain from these guys is actually pretty good. So we'll grind here for a little while. You guys won't have to see too much of the grinding, but again, I'm just trying to build up our funds. Now, unfortunately, Ed doesn't have any good AoE moves, which would help us tie up these battles quite quickly. But at the same time, he is extremely powerful at this stage, so this shouldn't be too bad either. Again, the only problem is our mana. Maybe when we head back to the city before the tournament tomorrow, we can do a bit more grinding in the MP front, just to give us that extra edge, because last time, I'm pretty sure we got to the last battle of the Grade A tournament, and Ed ran out of MP. We had to land the finisher. That might happen again, and we could be okay with that, but it would be nice not to be in such a tight spot. So 3,600 is okay, not that great, but when we move into the third room, hopefully we will be making a sick amount of money. So Can we get through this door? It's sometimes this one, isn't it? Yeah, that's strange. Maybe it is always this one. I'm honestly not too sure about that. Can we get past the Tankmon? No, as always, their fat ass gets in the way. So yeah, that is pretty much what we're going to be doing. How did you guys like the Ice Sanctuary in the last episode? Because as I said at the start, I'm not too much of a fan of that area. We did a lot of banging into enemies, unfortunately. And so, well, I mean, that wasn't a problem, but it just means that you have to encounter a lot of battles. It can be quite a slow area. Sometimes if you don't know the area, you can get lost. So, I don't know. I thought it was okay, I guess. We were actually in and out and not too bad a time. Last episode was actually really fun to record. It was very smooth. So, yeah, I guess you guys can let me know. Other than that, we just have to figure out what we're going to do with the rest of Ed's life, other than our tournament tomorrow, training, and grinding some money. We could go fishing and try and catch our what is it, a black trout from Dragon's Eye Lake, but honestly, that takes a bit of time. Can we get a full ult here? For the first time in years, we landed. Okay, cool. Yeah, that could take a bit of time, and honestly, I'm happy to just wait because the Mojymon, again, he's not in any rush to be completed, so we can get round to that whenever we like. And I guess it just makes sense to wait until the new year when the shop is there, and to access all that fun stuff. Because again, I really like doing the Digimon cards in this game. It's usually quite fun. We actually pick up a large recovery. That's kind of cool. That'll help us sustain the next area, which is quite nice. Okay, so let's pick this up and try this door again. Nice. Cool. Now, usually it's this room here that gives us maximum amount of money. So hopefully these guys don't run away and we can fight. Okay, so one of them does. That's actually a shame. But we can fight two and see how much we make from this. And we can reset this area as much as we can until we make a decent amount of money. We could use our Mojymon trick to make money, right? We talked a lot about that at the end of the last episode. You guys are probably getting super fed up hearing about fucking Mojymon, the hairy bastard that is. But in all honesty, I think it'd be cool to do things this way as well. We actually pick up some points, and given that a portion of Phil's stats will carry into our next generation of Digimon, it kinda is okay to be training on the side as well. So there's a bit of a balance. I actually only have one MP item left, which is a bit of a shame for where we are, actually. I never thought this through properly, but we'll see how much money we make here. Have I been calling him Phil again? I can't. Oh, Jesus, that needs to stop. We're going to have to call our next Digimon something completely different to make that stop happening. This is actually good here. Ed gets his ult, so hopefully we can try and save some MP here. Is this going to connect? Nice. Let's see how much we make here. I don't think it's time for Ed to go to sleep yet, so we can't even get that resupply. Yeah, 9 grand. That's actually super sick. This area for battling is one of the best places. If we had fought all 3 at once, I'm pretty sure you get 13.5, right? That's what we got the last time we came here. So let's not aggro the Tankmon here and go back in. Can we go back in through here again? Awesome. That's super sick. Ed is hungry. We're going to feed him a sirloin. This next battle that we're about to do might be a bit strenuous because we have a severe lack of MP, unfortunately. So we're definitely going to have to make our ult count. So we fight all 3. This isn't too bad. We'll definitely make a sick amount of money here as long as we get through the battle in time. Now these guys actually can hit each other, which we've seen before, so hopefully they'll do us a bit of a favour and also make that happen as well. So we land a Megalospark. That's pretty good. It'd be cool to finish off one of these guys straight off the bat, but whether that happens or not, I'm not sure. These guys, despite paying us a lot of money, are actually quite slow to go down. So every time they hit each other like this, it's actually super good for us. I think we are going to be able to finish off one of these little homies before this fight ends, as long as we don't get interrupted. It actually hits the wrong Toy Agumon, which is just great. So unfortunately now, we have to hit defense and hopefully get an ultimate here. Now, I was wanting to kill one of these guys first, but I think they're actually going to end up killing each other if they start using their Fire Breath move. But apparently they're just going to fire tower us over and over. Alright, I'm going to hit you guys back up once this fight is done, and I will show you the money that we're making. And probably, although it's quite annoying to head back already, I should have bought more MP items with me, but alas, that's just something that happens when you when you're playing this game on the fly, I guess. We will be back in just a second with you guys, and hopefully these guys will all be dead. Alright guys, we're back. Just as Ed's ult lands on the last clear Agamon, we are done with this battle. So, again, we paid a lot of money to transport here to Misty Trees, but when we're making this kind of money back, it's actually not too big a deal. We probably made round about between 15 and 20k for this overall trip, so it's not too bad at all. Now again, I want to be grinding money because as soon as we hit our next level of Digimon, I'm going to be buying a shit ton of super carrots and hot radishes, which are obviously quite expensive from Vegemon himself. So I wanted to stack a bit of money just so that we could make a really strong Digimon in our next cycle. I was looking at the chart earlier as well when I was sorting our inventory just before the curling, and the chart's coming along quite well. I mean, once we pick up our next set of Digimon, which is probably honestly going to be one of these guys, or one of these guys, maybe this one, we can, I mean, we're slowly building up our repertoire of Digimon, if you like, for want of a better word. But yeah, we will spend a bit more time grinding in the gym here. We have enough power when we went into the Ultimate Tournament last time, but again, it was our MP that I was scared about, so we're going to do a bit of grinding in the Waterfall of Dreams and try and give us just a couple more attacks inside the arena, because our juice can be tight sometimes and we want to have enough of that to carry us through. So we're just going to hit this up twice more. When Ed goes to sleep, because his stats are getting quite large, I don't know if putting him to sleep will fully recover his HP and MP. Let's actually check. So I'll make sure he doesn't need fed first, and we'll put him to the Snoozeville. And we will have some time in the morning as well to train. So let's save here. Why the fuck not? And let's have a peek, because we might need to rest him. So his MP is not being filled up completely from sleeping, so that's good to know. Let's do his MP up to 5k. And we'll also give him a bit more HP as well, just to keep him a bit more sustained in these fights. We can maybe also give him a bit more power. Again, I just said that he technically doesn't need more power, but, you know, a bit of extra oomph behind his punches won't actually hurt too much either. So it's bathroom time. We mean as well just do a food, bathroom and meat pickup break just now. We'll come back and then we'll rest a couple of times before tournament time. So, yeah. We have a pretty relaxed episode today, which can be kind of, I'm in the middle about, because I like doing new things, but I also know that when we play this game, it is an RPG, and you do have to have time where you just sort of pace yourself, build up your money, do a bit of training, and relax a bit. But also, we will have our tournament towards the end of the episode, so I'm actually looking forward to that, to see how Ed actually gets on. Because if he could win 2 tournaments in a row, that'd be insane. It'd be cool to pick up maybe another Digivolution item. Whether that happens or not, I'll not hold my breath, but you never know. We could maybe start stockpiling some of those. We've just been talking about how our chart is broadening out and how we're having even more Digimon appearing. It'd be cool to continue that sort of legacy. So we'll do one more of these, and then maybe we could actually put up Ed's speed a little bit, because sometimes he does get cucked slightly by silly moves like Sonic Jab and stuff like that. That can be quite annoying when he's just about to go in for the kill and then somebody knocks him out of his ability. That happens a lot. So we'll do one more training session here, and with that we'll head down to Cherrymon and get some rest before this tournament, because we are going to be a bit tired now, but we also need to get back our HP and MP. So let's trundle down here. I think what we'll do after the tournament is just to round things off nicely, depending on whether Phil passes away to begin with at the start of the next episode, we could maybe also return to the Clear Agamon to just grind a little bit more funds in the last few days of Ed's life cycle. What are we going to call our next Digimon though? That's something we need to have a think about. So Ed's tired, we're going to rest. We might get another rest in here if we're lucky. So that's tournament time. We may as well feed the lad while we're here. I could be feeding Ed the meat and the Digimushrooms in terms of saving our shoreline, like we did beforehand. But as you can see, Ed is a big cat, right? He or a hungry bunny, or whatever you like to call him. He sometimes needs a lot more than just one sirloin. So if we were to feed him Digimushroom, I feel like we'd be here all day. So let's check the stats real quick. So we're maxed out. Good to go. Let's see how our boy does. Can he clutch tournament number 2? Let's find out in just a little second. I believe, but it honestly just comes down to who we're actually going to meet in the arena, guys. If we have to fight against Andromon again and someone like Piximon, are we going to be able to make that fight work? I hope so. So let's just check real quick. We've got Muscle Charge, which is an absolute essential move. Megalospark obviously has that paralysis option, which is fantastic in the tournaments. Let's find out who we are up against today. Grade A tournament number 2. Can Ed reclaim or retain his title? We have got an Ice Ogremon versus regular Ogremon. Ninjamon versus Piximon. We've got Piximon in here, ladies and gentlemen. We have a Blue Merrimon, who I believe is an ultimate. I don't know if that's the case in this game. He's first off against Angemon, and we are fighting off against Kunamon, of all people. So we're going to get a bye on the first fight, which is absolutely super lucky. Piximon is probably going to be our finalist, which is going to be absolutely insane to see. So if we manage to beat Kunamon, we will be against this Blue Merrimon. So unfortunately, Angemon didn't win that. It would have been cool to see that, but we're just going to take what luck we can. We're actually against a super easy Digimon to begin with. This little guy, we are going to absolutely destroy this guy. Why he's in Grade A tournament, I have no idea. We're about to crush this little fool. So we're just going to hit a Muscle Charge in here just for the sake of saving MP. Okay, we're actually not. Let's get a Muscle Charge in here, please. This costs very little mana, so it just makes sense to power up a couple times. Let's hit this little guy with a Megalospark. His speed is so slow that he's not even trying to move. He does manage to block that off, so kudos. 700 damage, right to the face. He is actually going to poison us, which is a bit of a pain. Is he going to interrupt us? So yeah, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Sometimes when he goes for the little quick moves, the Sonic Jab, it is so fast, and it can be extremely annoying. But it looks like we're going to take him down without too much trouble. So he done better than I expected. I thought we were just going to fucking steamroller this poor chap, but we actually managed to beat him. So our HP is 4-2 and our MP is 3-4. So let's see how much we actually gain back from getting a bit of recovery. Can Ogremon beat Piximon? My money is not on Ogremon. Yep. It was, you know, sometimes these things happen. It would have been sick to see Ogremon smash Piximon. That would have given us the freest tournament win of our lives. We are up against Blue Merrimon this time. Now, I'm pretty sure we didn't fight against this guy last time, but I'm pretty sure we can beat him. Let's see, what's his stats looking like? So he's actually extremely powerful in terms of his HP and MP. His offense and speed aren't too strong, so let's hope that we can manage this. We actually get a lot of stuff back. We're going to take what looks like a... I forgot the name of that move, but the heat move that we have yet to pick up. We're going to take another one here, which isn't too bad, and we're going to land a Megalospark on this guy. Can we get a paralysis in here? That would be super sick. Let's just try and start hitting him. Excellent. So, let's try our Buster Dive move. Let's go. Boom, right in the face. 1000 damage. We're going to clean this up. It's super easy. One more, and I think we can finish him off with some Megalosparks just for the sake of retaining some MP. We need all the MP we can for the Piximon fight, so I would love to try and save as much as possible. We close that out. Excellent. Now, let's talk about Piximon, because we're just about to be up against him in just a little second. He usually gets his ult out extremely fast. Extremely fast he will use his ultimate in this fight. We're going to have to tank that, and that is going to be a massive problem. We need to be getting our muscle charges off ASAP. We need him to not be using bugs on us, and we need to not get paralysed by him. We need to be doing the paralysis. This is going to be painful. Whether we can make this happen or not, I have no idea whether we can do this, but I believe in Ed, so let's go. Starts off, he's got 1300 more HP than us. We're going to muscle charge, we get one off. He's going to go for a poison move, which is super lucky because that's not going to do too much damage to us. We want to muscle charge again. He's going to go for the poison move twice in a row, which is actually super good. We're actually getting a lot of time in here. He's going to hit us with that. I've not seen bugs yet. Don't know what's going on here. He uses Sonic Jab there. He doesn't even look like he's going to be using his big moves on us, guys. Let's try and get a Megalospark in here. We need to poison. We need to paralyze. This poison is ticking us down a lot over time. This is super bad. We need this to wear off ASAP. If Ed gets a muscle charge in here, I guess that's fine. But we need to paralyze. We really need to paralyze this guy. Piximon's not even using his big moves, and he's giving us a doing. Come on, Ed. Let's go. Let's go. We need this to paralyze. Again, again, again. Fast, fast, fast. Nice. Oh, he blocks. Okay, that sucks. We're going to get hit by this. But we don't get confused, luckily. Come on, Megalospark. We hit him again, 44 seconds, and we almost have ult. We need to paralyze. It doesn't look like it's going to get off. We're going to take this. Oh my god, I don't know if Ed... Oh, guys. We needed to interrupt that when it came. This is not looking good. Oh, there it is! There it is, boys and girls. The Piximon ass smash. Didn't use bugs, didn't use Confusion Storm, still absolutely destroyed us. We didn't get any paralysis off on him, and we really, really needed to make that work. The whole time our HP is ticking down, which is a bit of a shame. But, do you know what? He is one of the best Digimon in the game for a reason, and we will take our second place reward, I guess, which Ed is not used to. He's going to be quite upset about that. 3,000 bits, which kind of suck, and also a restore floppy, which isn't actually too bad in all honesty. So, we're going to take Ed to recover, nurse his wounds a little bit, and look after our main man here. I don't know. We were kind of lucky in that fight that we got the first win against the Kunimon. That was lucky. But then when we went into Piximon, we really needed to be getting some paralysis off on him, and unfortunately we didn't get a single one of those. We did actually get our ult at the end, but he uses his ult before we do, and in any case we had the confusion around us, so even if I'd been spamming square, I don't think Ed would have responded anyway. So it's just a bit of a shame that that happened like that, but that's Piximon for you. He is an arse kicker. So we're going to put Ed to sleep. We're going to find out if he is actually going to pass away immediately, and if he doesn't, we're definitely going to go to Toy Town again and see if we can grind a little bit of money back. So Ed is 19 today. He will pass away at some point. I don't know when that's going to be, probably within a few hours. And let's just see if we can get a little bit of money before that happens. We could actually travel to Factorial Town for free and fight those guys, which isn't too bad as well. But honestly, yeah, actually let's do that for a change of scenery, and also just for the sake of saving time. Factorial Town, please, young Waymon. Because sometimes navigating through Toy Town can be quite annoying, despite the fact that you can make a lot of money there. We can actually get a lot of money here as well, but we will have to fight against Numamon or Cherrymon and Sukamon, I believe it is. Can you just behave yourself? Thank you. And sneak in here. Now, this area of Factorial Town is somewhere that we will be coming back to at some point, ladies and gentlemen, because right here is a very important spot. A lot of you guys will know that. Can we dodge past this guy? Oh, fuck my life. Okay. Cherrymon, we're going to battle you. This is unfortunately going to pass time on us, but we can actually make some money from this guy too, which isn't too big of a deal. Let's muscle charge. Oh, we're just going to straight up Buster Dive him in the face. Let's muscle charge once, and then Buster Dive him. Nice block. He blocks back. Alright, cool. I guess that's fine. Kind of annoying. He blocks again. This guy has the highest defense stat. Third time. Is he going to block a fourth time? No, I didn't think so. We caught him in the animation, and therefore we get the free hit on him, so that's good. So let's move through to the next area and see if we can get a few battles off. There's actually something else cool that we could do here that we haven't done yet, and I'll show you guys that too, real quick, just before we go into our next battle. Again, Ed might pass away here. Got to kind of assume that something like that's going to happen today, and there it is, right there, guys. So we didn't actually get to do what I was about to show you guys, and we didn't actually get to grind a little bit more money, but still, let's look back on Ed's time with us and be happy. Because he did actually do quite a lot. He massacred Toy Town, and he also made the Ice Sanctuary his bitch, along with winning our first Ultimate Tournament and doing a bunch of other bits and bobs for us on the side. So, kudos to Ed. He was an absolute legend, and I tended to call him Phil quite a lot. But, yeah. I am going to leave this right here, guys, at this part of the episode. We're going to pick this off next time. I don't know if we're going to have an episode tomorrow, and I will keep you guys updated about that on Twitter, and the reason for that is because I'm going to be travelling with one of my friends tomorrow to help him move to his new apartment, and that's quite a bit away from me. So whether I will get an episode out to you guys in time, I'm not sure, but again, I'll keep you guys updated on Twitter. If you liked this episode, if you had a lot of love for Ed, throw us a like down below and leave us a comment telling us what was your favourite Ed moment, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to be on our 4th Digimon this time around, and I'm looking forward to that when the time comes. Thanks for watching, guys. See you after.